Welcome to our 12 Days of Christmas nail art series featuring me, Talia from Talia'S Nail Tales.
And me from Sarah's Nail Secrets. We had so much fun doing the series last year that we're doing it again with 12 new themes.
Be sure to check the description box below for links to last year's videos. Let's get started.
To start this set, I used the Glitterbels liquid silver mixed with Glam and Glit Make It Rain. And I used a small brush here. This is my Crystal Nails A6 brush. And I picked up both colors, kind of like a double dip. I'm going to be doing a marble on this nail, so I wanted to start right at the cuticle area. So I place it around the cuticle area, and then I just sort of drag this down the nail. Then I'm going to come in with Diamond Acrylic Collection called White Glaze from Glam and Glitz. So this is sort of a goldy toned shimmery white, so it's not like bright white or anything. And I'm just mixing this into that marble as well. So this client, I actually didn't plan to do a snowflake set on. I actually had her in and then decided to film. So I didn't have a plan in mind, which I normally like to do when doing filmed sets. So this is kind of a set where I just winged it. Some tips when doing marble is to make sure that you keep it really wet, but not so wet that it droops into your sidewalls. So that's why I do the cuticle bead first. You're really going to want to get that cuticle nice, and then the rest of the nail you can do it a little bit wetter. That way you can make the colors really go through each other really nicely. So the glitter I'm adding next is called Ice Queen from Glitter Heaven, Australia. That's actually what I use to kind of pick the colors for the set. It's got some iridescent glitter, some gold, white, blue. So I thought that the colors I picked would complement this glitter really nicely. So I'm just kind of picked up a bit of clear acrylic and then picked up the loose glitter. And I'm just placing this on the marble. Try not to put too much on so that you don't ruin and take away from your marble, but you just want to add a little bit of glitter. For the middle finger, I'm using the Glitterbels liquid silver, and I'm just doing this over the whole nail. I absolutely love the liquid line from Glitterbels. It's so nice and pigmented, so you can do this really thin, and I'm using this to cover up all that leftover color left behind from her last set. So sometimes people ask me, why don't you take away all the color? So I'll just tell you guys quickly right now that it's just not possible. I do file on top of the nail, and I also file underneath the nail to make it nice and even. And when I file underneath the nail, it makes it too thin. Therefore, if I were to try to file off all the color, I would break the nail. And therefore, what would be the point of her coming for a color change? She'd need a full set every time. And that's just not practical and expensive. So I like my clients to grow their nails out underneath so that their natural nail is showing underneath, and then I try to remove as much color as I can the best I can. But if it gets to be too much, then we do full sets. So now I'm coming in and I'm doing a marble again on the pointer finger, but instead I'm going to be pulling the marble from the top corner on the left down to the right area instead of the other way around, which I normally like to go from the right down the left, but I just want to change it up. So when doing marble, it's really good to use one solid color or as many solid colors as you want. And then you'll want to mix in shimmery colors as well. That's what I'm using, the white glaze and the liquid silver. They're really shimmery and nice, so they marble really easily, which is really nice. And then you'll want to add your glitter on top of that. After all color and glitter has been placed, then I like to try to even out the tip. On the pinky here, I'm going in directly with white glaze right at the cuticle area. I'm going to fade this down the nail and then finish off the nail with the liquid silver. This nail is going to be covered in that pretty glittery chunky stuff. So I just wanted to put some color down for the base. But I think that when I was doing this set, I didn't really want the whole nail to be white. That's why I added the silver at the tip. So now I'm coming in with that beautiful Ice Queen glitter. You can really see all that blue coming through and the gold. The reason I picked that is because I wanted to do some gold snowflakes on this set as well. Add some gold into that so everything will tie in together in the end. I've said it in past videos, but for anyone that's new here, when applying chunky glitter, you're really going to want to make sure you have it nice and flat and even right at the tip, because you don't want to accidentally file it off and then it'll create like a little dent where the glitter was, and then your shaping will be completely off. So you want to make sure that's nice and flat and even. The thumb I'm doing to match the middle finger, so it's just going to be that full liquid silver from cuticle to tip. So now I'm going to be encapsulating all these nails. So I've been using Glam and Glitz Back to Basics Clear Acrylic and Monomer. And I've switched my brush here to the Ugly Duckling number 8. And I'm going in right at the cuticle area to start. I'm just going to make that nice and even around the cuticle, and then I'm just going to drag this down the nail. Like I said, you're really going to want to make sure that you get full coverage of that glitter right at the tip, or else you'll file it off. So I'm just applying a little bit more just to make sure that that glitter is fully covered. So I'm just repeating that process and encapsulating all the rest of the nails, and then I will finish file and we'll decorate them. So I'm just going to go over finish filing here with you guys because I did change up my technique a little bit. So here I've switched to this safety bit. It's kind of like a fine safety bit, and it has that rounded out top so that you can't cut your client right at the cuticle area. So I'm just using this around the cuticle area and around the nail and the sidewalls just to debulk the nail. So now I'm coming in with a cone bit at the cuticle area. This is just to make it nice and even and flush. I also use this bit sometimes when prepping and to clean underneath the enhancement to remove some of the natural nail. I'm switching here to a flame bit, and I like to use this especially at the very free edge underneath the nail right here, right now, to create more of a C curve. To finish off the set, I use a 180 grit hand file at the sidewalls and the tip, and then I use this to go over the whole nail to even it out and help remove a lot of the scratches that could have been left behind with my carbide bits. So I do buff the nails and remove all the dust. And then I'm going to be using these two stamping plates from Clear Jelly Stamper. The first one's called In the Frosty Air. This one's kind of new. And then the other one is called Diamonds and Ice. So I'm starting with this blue number 7. And I'm just going to be using the layered plate here. So I'm just going in with this one little one here. And it's going to have a layered piece that goes on top. So I'm doing that right at the corner. And then I'm using the white stamping polish from Clear Jelly Stamper. This one's number 2. And I'm just applying it to its matching snowflake. So then this is going to go over top and layer it, and then you'll see the blue right in the center there. So the gold I'm using here is number 51, and I'm doing the exact same thing using the inner snowflake as the color, and then the snowflake that goes on top as the white. So I'm coming in with the Diamonds of Ice plate and using some of these really pretty lacy looking snowflakes. after that was done, I'm going in with these little star snowflakes at the top here, and I'm just going to be placing them around the snowflakes that I already have on the nail. I messed up my recording, but I placed snowflakes the exact same way on the thumb as well. So now I'm coming in with the Ugly Duckling Stick-It glue and some crystals. So that cool snowflake crystal, you can get these at Crystal Princess, but they come in clear right now. And then I'm just using some opal and some blue crystals and the crystal AB as well. The top coat I'm using is my Kiara Sky No Wipe top coat. I use this on every set. It's nice and shiny and lasts well. So I'm just applying this on all the nails, and make sure you don't get it on the crystals. I also love the Kiara Sky No Wipe top coat because when you apply it over top of the clear jelly stamper stamping stuff, it doesn't pull away. So anyone who used stamping products, you might know that sometimes when you put a top coat on top, it seems to want to pull away, but this one's thick enough that it doesn't, so it's really great. So here you can see what I did on that thumb. So you're going to want to give this a full cure, and here's the finished design. Hope you guys like this. This whole design comes together when that top coat's on top. You can really see all the beautiful in-depth colors with the champagne gold and the silver. I absolutely love this set. I hope you guys like this set. I just winged it. Some of my more exciting sets are coming that I actually put in a lot of effort and thought into, so I hope you guys stick around and make sure you subscribe for that. And don't forget to check out what Talia did. She did this really beautiful white Christmas inspired snowflake set. So make sure you check out her channel too, and I will leave her link in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.